Skiing to the North Pole, unsupported, has been called the toughest trek on the planet. It's not about the North Pole, it's about the journey to get there. The North Pole is very unique, but I like to think that the challenge and the metaphor of it can apply to anybody's life and anybody's undertaking, personally and professionally. A big long-term goal and a plan to get there, and some values and some adjustments along the way, and it's pretty amazing what journeys can be taken. I'm an avid fan of history. Huston didn't believe in luck. He believed in preparing and making his own margins. Huston was successful. He was super detail-oriented. They knew they wanted to get it right and not have mistakes out on the ice of the expedition. We decided on a set of core values that would guide our decision-making as a team. The first one is optimism, an absolute commitment to a positive outcome. We really believe in tapping into the optimistic side of the human brain. Humility. The humble explorers lived, the humble explorers were successful, and maybe they're not famous, but they did it the right way. And the responsibility. Everything we do affects our team around us. Planning and preparation were the expedition. So by that I mean we create our own margins of success. If we study for the test right, we take full responsibility for how we do on that test. No complaining. Complaining is outlawed on expedition. It's the cancer of a team undertaking a challenge. So we never complain. And it really creates that optimistic vibe that can propel a team beyond where it thinks it can go. We knew that we could not go in and fight the uncontrollables of life and of nature. We had to work with it and adapt what we were doing along the way. We're all about trying to be patient, meeting the challenge on its own terms, and knowing that progress takes time, and then you can ramp up your speed and everything once you've gotten that foundation established. We do everything by the routine, and we're comfortable with that structure. And we see it as a huge safety net as well. And it freed our minds to really focus on the task. You know, it's funny, coming home, I so look forward to having different foods to eat, but sometimes I'd open the fridge and I just get overwhelmed because I have to make decisions. So routine kind of takes away those decisions and says, oh, this is what you get to eat. And your brain power focuses on more important things. Even though you set up the routines and do all the training, you guys know, like sometimes there's little bumps and things don't go according to plan, and being able to adjust, I think, is the interesting part of it.
We have to be at the North Pole at the very latest at 5 a.m. on April 26th. We're drifting south at 3 to 6 nautical miles per 24-hour period. We were a bit depressed last night and this morning, but now we have new life. So here we go, the race to the pole for real.
So that moment was the lowest moment of the trip. We looked at each other and said, we can't make it. And it's that moment I realized that how important morale is. As soon as you start to think about how hard it is and that, oh, maybe we can't do this, it just takes over. And it's just like this little kernel that explodes in the body, and the negative energy is running the body and the mind. And it's very, very difficult to stay away from that sometimes, but we came up with a plan. As far as I go, these are kind of my tools. I never tell myself how hard it is. People always ask, well, how hard was the trip? I guess I don't really know, because I convinced myself that it wasn't that hard and that I could do it. Optimism takes a lot of hard work. It's like two sides of it. You gotta be optimistic and be positive, but it's hollow unless you're willing to put the work in. We never ever allow ourselves to think of quitting. There's always a solution. You might not know what the solution is or the path to that solution, but if you keep going forward, you'll get there. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. I appreciate it.